everyone. So in today's video I wanted to do more of like an updated video about my acne scar journey and what I've been doing at home to really help my acne scars look a lot better, help fade them away at home. So if you guys want to see what this video is all about, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I do post new videos here every week. Also, if you want to follow me on any social platforms, you can find me at Thehennaali. And without further ado, you guys, let's get straight into this video. Alright, so I am here with a bare face. As you can see, I just had an annoying pesky little pimple here and it left kind of like a dark spot, which I am working on using my vitamin C, my dark spot serums. But aside from that, I really wanted to come on here because I've been having so many questions from you guys here on YouTube about an update video or like updated review on how my acne scars are doing or where I'm at in my acne scar journey of just helping fade them away and just get rid of the appearance of my acne scars. So that's why I wanted to do this video. Now if you're new to my channel, well, I do have a lot of other videos about my acne scar journey and my acne journey. I'll make sure to put those down in the link in the description below, but you can still watch this video because I'm going to kind of keep it to where I kind of recap some things of what I'm doing and then give you guys my update. So I know that's a lot of info, but it's just so many things going on and I'm finally in my normal filming space, so I'm like getting back into the groove now. So I'll make sure to go ahead and include a before picture somewhere in the screen. There you go. That's kind of where my skin was. I think it was almost like 6 months ago, which is when I first uploaded my how I get rid of my acne scar video. I guess I can zoom you guys into my skin now. So here is what my skin is looking like now. I don't know if you guys can see that. I have a little dark spot there as well, but that is what my skin is looking like. The scars have definitely gotten a lot better, especially these big box scars right here have gone away quite a bit. But my skin is honestly looking its best aside from my little dark spot situations going on. But when it comes to the acne scarring, my skin looks a lot smoother. The scars are not so like in your face. Well, for me, they're not as present or as like in my face as much. So I'm really happy with that. I know I shouldn't be touching my skin, even though I washed my hands before this, but I'm just so happy with the way my skin, the overall texture is looking, which is why I'm just so excited to see where my skin, my acne scars look from now. I definitely do want to keep you guys up to date on how they're looking, but this is what they're looking like and your girl is so happy. My skin looks so nice compared to what my skin used to look like a couple months ago and even a year ago. It's such a big difference, so I'm super happy. But yeah, I zoomed you guys back out a little bit, but I wanted to also just go ahead, since this was like an updated review. I know my first review I didn't really go through the process of what I do at home. I just kind of talked about what I've been using. So it's that time of the week. I do this once a week. I go ahead and I microneedle at home with this microneedle stamp, and this is by Banish. It's the Banisher 2.0. This is what I usually use once a week. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I do that and then the skincare routine afterwards, and then just kind of give you guys my final thoughts and just suggestions when it comes to acne scarring or anything else. But let's just get straight into the demo of what I do at home. So the Banisher here, it's the same concept as a microneedling if you were to go in office, but it's for at home. The reason being it's because it's 0.5 millimeters, whereas when you go in office to get your microneedling done from a dermatologist or an esthetician, they usually use 1.5 millimeters if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong on those numbers, so I'll make sure to go ahead and double check and add it on the screen if I need to. But basically what microneedling does is you use these 24 karat gold-plated titanium bristles to create little micro tears in the micro tear in the skin to promote collagen production. Just because when you do create little wounds or tears in the skin, it kind of forces your skin to react and want to heal that, and it kind of gives like a signal like, hey, go promote some collagen over there. So that's what microneedling is. Now if you're going to use the Banish 2.0, you only want to do this once a week. that's it once a week, because at the end of the day you are creating little micro tears in your skin. They need time to heal, so and let it do its magic. So only do this once a week, and I recommend only doing it in the evening because you do want to avoid sun exposure after doing this. Also, you want to make sure you cleanse the face before doing your banisher, so you can use any cleanser, that's fine, as long as it's not an exfoliant, it doesn't have AHA, BHA in it, doesn't have salicylic acid, doesn't have glycolic acid. All those ingredients are exfoliants, so you don't want to do any kind of exfoliant before doing your microneedling. So I just go in with the basic cleanser, and now I'm going to go ahead and use my Banisher 2.0 next. The key to the Banisher is not applying a lot of pressure, it's holding it from the tippy top to apply the least amount of pressure when you're going in stamping motions. And I'm going to kind of show you guys with the mirror here. You're going to press down, lift, press down again, lift, turn it around, turn it. There you go. So I kind of like turn it and stamp 4 times to make sure I'm getting a different response. I hope that makes sense. I'm hoping. I'm just gonna keep going, you guys can see it, but you want to make sure once you press, you lift back up and then you press. Don't drag the skin because that's a big no-no. It's stamping motion. So stamp, lift up, move, stamp, lift up, and then stamp, lift up when you're moving down the face. And you don't want to go over this area more than like 4 times. Also, I think it's important to note that when you use the Banisher, you don't want to go over any live acne because that will just spread bacteria, counteracting everything we're doing. So don't go over live acne, just skip over any live acne on your skin. And I don't know if you guys can see that on my camera, but my skin is reacting a little bit. It's turning a little pink, and that's normal. But again, light pressure. I kind of go over where my smile lines are too, because microneedling is really great for fine lines, pores, wrinkles, all that good stuff. So that is one side of my face done. Do not want to forget doing the temples. And I do suffer with box scars on my temples, so for me it's a must. But you don't really want to miss out on those areas of your skin, especially if you do deal with scarring, pores, wrinkles, fine lines. You want to make sure you're covering everything. Now I'm going to do my forehead. So I have one very apparent little scar, and it actually has gone down so much compared to when I first started microneedling. The little dip right there, it's like a box scar. It's gone down tremendously ever since I started using the Banisher. So I'm just gonna kind of start, that's always my starting point, and it feels a little bit more of a little like a prick here because it is on the forehead, and that's just because there's barely any fat on your forehead, so you're gonna feel things a lot more than you would on your cheeks, you know. And we do get a lot of fine lines and wrinkles on our forehead, so this is not a bad thing to use. I want to make sure I mention this before using your Banisher and after you're finished with it. It comes with this little cap that you store the Banisher in. I don't know if it's focused. So it comes with a little cap. You put alcohol in here, so sanitize, and just, so there you go. So I'm gonna let it sit in there for like 2, 3 to 5 minutes, and then I'll pour out the alcohol and store it away. But that's it, you're done with your Banisher, and this is what the skin is looking like. It is a little bit pink. I know my lighting is not really showing you, you know, I mean, no, actually, you know what, it's not too reactive today. Not applying too much pressure and just making sure you're picking up and then moving to go stamp in a new location. Do not drag the stamp. You do not want to do that. That's going to be counterintuitive. You want to make sure you're lifting, moving to the next section, and then going back down. I hope that makes sense. So now that my microneedling is done, I like to make sure I keep my skincare to a minimum after doing microneedling at home, just because, you know, you did create little micro tears in the skin, and your skin will definitely be a little tingly afterwards. Not too much, but you just want to keep your skincare routine to the bare minimum. So I only use 2 products, and I know these are from Banish, but I truly believe in these products, and they work for me, and they feel great to use. And I even use it when I'm not using my microneedling stamp. And I just want to make it very clear that yes, I do have a discount code with Banish that I'm in no way forcing you guys to use, and I'm no way telling you guys to go ahead and get these things. Definitely do your research. Make sure you do your research in microneedling. It is your skin, and everyone's skin is different, but I'm just sharing with you guys what works for me. So I definitely do have other skincare products that could replace these, but just because I am using my Banisher and I've been using these for a while, they've kind of become my everyday skincare products. And I do have a video where I showed you guys my like skincare routine for lately, and these two are in my routine regardless of the Banisher. After you do microneedling, you want to use something that is going to be great for your overall skin texture and just, you know, and that is why I love vitamin C. Vitamin C is great because it helps with your overall skin texture, which is definitely what we're working on with the Banisher. So I like to go in next with the Banish oil, which is basically a very high concentrate of vitamin C. And what's really great about Banish, and again, this is just something I want to mention because I think it's really cool for them, is that when you place an order with Banish, they make everything fresh to order. So it's not just sitting on a shelf, when a lot of times using so many vitamin C's now, a lot of times vitamin C's will have like an orange tint to it. And it's because you think, oh, vitamin C, that's what. No, they usually do that because they don't want you to see when the product is no good anymore, which is why I really like Banish, because they're being so transparent. So vitamin C should be almost clear, and that's how you know it is fresh and it's not expired. Now, because it is an oil, you do have to be careful because it does come out of the dropper really quickly. And we're just gonna lightly apply it to the skin. Again, your skin will be a little bit tingly after using the Banisher, which is completely normal, like so. And if you wanted to go in and get some more, the reason why it's so scary for me to just use the dropper like that, I usually don't, but I just did it for the purpose of you guys seeing it, is because it's so, with me and droppers, like the product always falls out right before I go and apply to the skin. So for me, I like to actually apply the product on my fingers and then apply it to the skin, but I just wanted to show you guys like that. And I make sure, and especially vitamin C is really great with dark spots. So the little dark spots that are left here from like little acne, those are really great to help get rid of those dark spots as well. So yeah, guys, that is the Banish oil. Really great to use after microneedling, and just in general when you want to, if you're looking for a vitamin C in your skin routine, I really like that one if you're into the oil form. If not, then there's totally other ones that I can recommend to you guys. So like I mentioned before, I'm gonna say it again, you want to keep your skincare routine to a minimum when it comes to doing the at-home microneedling, or even if you're going microneedling in office, they will tell you the same thing. You want to keep it to a minimum, but you want to make sure you include the vitamin C and a moisturizer in your skincare routine. And the last thing I'm going to use is actually a moisturizer, and this is the one that I've been using a lot. This is actually another tub that I have here because the last one was empty. This is the Banish vitamin C cream. I know it says vitamin C cream, but it is a hydrating moisturizer that's great for all skin types. But great thing is it has vitamin C in it as well, which is just amazing for texture, which is exactly why you're probably using a microneedling step, because you are concerned about the texture of your skin. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see it. I know it's really, really light in color. But in the jar, it seems like a thick consistency, but once you apply it on the face, it is it's so light. Like you can't even feel it. Look at that. I love this moisturizer, and I have combo to oily skin, so it's always really tough for me to find a good moisturizer that doesn't leave a residue or feel, you know, just like greasy, and this doesn't do any of that. So I definitely think this is great for all skin types, and they do direct it to all skin types as well, but it's super hydrating, where it'll be really great for someone with dry skin as well. So as you can see, and then I just take a little bit on my nose, because we are quick to ignore our noses when you want to make sure you moisturize your nose. And then anything left over, I'll definitely apply it on my neck. And I'll take some and apply on my neck as well. But alright, you guys, that is it. Honestly, when I use the Banisher at home, when I do the microneedling at home, I cleanse my face with a very simple cleanser. Make sure your cleanser doesn't have salicylic acid in it, doesn't have glycolic acid, doesn't have AHAs. You don't want any kind of exfoliant in your cleanser. You want it to be just a very simple and just plain cleanser before you're going in with your microneedling stamp, the Banisher 2.0, if you guys decide to get it or if you already have it. Again, the Banisher you only want to use once a week. That is it. And I recommend only using it in the evening because you want to avoid sun exposure and you can just sleep through the night after doing this. You will have a little bit of reactive skin of just like pink on the skin, and that's normal. Again, less pressure when you're stamping, and when you're ready to move to the next section of your skin, lift, move, and then stamp again. I'm trying to make sure you guys get all this information, but of course you can always go ahead, do your research. I'm going to make sure to include other videos I've talked about Banish, and you can also go ahead and check it on their website. But after the Banisher, I like to go in with the vitamin C cream or oil and then a moisturizer. So for myself, I use the Banish oil, which is a very high concentrate of vitamin C, which I enjoy and my skin loves. And then I go in with the moisturizer, and that one is the Banish Vitamin C Cream. But of course, if you already have your vitamin C and your moisturizer that works for you, then use that. So overall, I've been using the Banish. I think the last video I posted was maybe 6 to 8 months ago, so I'm almost inching in over to a month to a year, and my skin just looks so much better. Even when I apply makeup, just like the makeup application and the overall look of my makeup is so much smoother. The texture of my skin looks smoother. So I'm really happy with it, and especially since I'm not having to pay so much in office per one visit, and you have to keep going getting it done. Now, if you can afford that and that's the way you want to go, then great, go ahead and do that. But if you're looking for something that you can do at home and it's pretty good price-wise, I think the Banisher is something great to look into. Do your research and see if it's something you'd like to try out. But for me personally, my skin has never looked any better, so I'm really happy with the way my acne scar journey is going, and I hope you guys continue to be on my journey with me, and hopefully we can share just like things we've all been going through with our acne scars or texture or whatever it may be. I love to talk to you guys about it because skin has just become so important to me over the past couple months and years. And I guess it's because there's so much more information on skin and skincare, which is great. So, of course, I am not a professional. I am no esthetician dermatologist. I am just a lover of skin and skincare. And my acne scar journey has been really long. It's something that I've been dealing with, and I definitely have been victim of. And I felt alone a lot of times and just judged by my acne scarring. So, which is why I've developed so much of a love for it, and if I can share anything with you guys that's helped me, I will do that. But of course, I always say do your research before anything. Yeah, again, if you want to check out the Banisher, if you're thinking about purchasing it, I do have a discount code. It's the Henna. You can use it if you like to get some money off. If you don't use it. You can even use someone else's coupon code. That's perfectly fine. Or if you don't want to use it, don't use it. Or don't even buy it if you don't want to. I thought I'd just mention it if you guys, you would like to purchase it. But other than that, you guys, that is it. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I do post new videos here every week. And follow me on all socials, especially Instagram at Thehennaali. I'm always on there. And yeah, you guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful to you. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. My hair got stuck.